And counting. How many is that?
One.
One. Good. You can go maybe smaller handshakes or smaller handfuls. There we go. Hello everyone, welcome to Cook With Me Live. I'm so excited I get to be in the kitchen with this beautiful little one. Now I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, your name is Grace? Grace Lillian Lojack, right. So please give us a nice little warm welcome to Miss Grace. Type in a hello, let us know where you're cooking from tonight. Who's maybe in the kitchen with you. I'm so excited because we're making some Easter specials tonight. So we're gonna do
Easter baskets?
Easter baskets, yes, exactly, nests. We're gonna make like the meringue nests.
Yeah, last week.
Last week?
Yep.
Like we did last week?
Yep.
Like we did
With
last
chocolate.
week. With chocolate, yes. So how old are you, Miss Grace?
4?
4.
4 now. I was 3 last week.
Oh, okay, so now you're 4. That's good. I don't remember celebrating your birthday. Was that because you made your birthday cake for me?
Yep.
Do you remember making that with Mum? What was in it?
Chocolate.
Chocolate? Yeah. Very good. Got a good memory. So yes, tonight we're making meringue nests. Now the coolest thing I want to show you about this meringue is that it applies in so many other situations. So we're not going to be using egg. What did you say?
I was mixing it around.
Mixing it around. That's good. You're doing a very good job. How many are we on now?
3.
3? Okay, keep going. So the joys and the beauty of getting kids in the kitchen is the other thing that I want to bring across tonight. And especially while kids are on school holidays for Easter long weekend or Easter, I guess, break, I definitely want to make sure that we can, I guess, show you a recipe that's just so easy for the kids to help you in the kitchen with. So this is going to be the meringue nest. We're not even using egg. We're going to show you another way to do that. As you've probably seen in the recipe already, we're going to be using the aquafaba from the chickpea tin. Now you get to use these all the time, don't you?
Yep.
Do you remember what you make out of this?
No.
Do you remember the dip Mummy makes?
Yep.
What's it called?
I supposed to eat them before.
You've eaten them before?
Yeah.
You eat them on their own, don't you?
Yep.
Yes? What other kind of dip does it make?
And
Do you remember?
chocolate.
No, do you remember the one that starts with hummus? Do you remember that one?
Yeah.
No, I thought you liked that one. So we're going to get straight into it, and then I've got a little something prepared, so we're going to show you how we're going to make this extra special. So we've got Grace measuring out our coconut flakes, and you can use shredded coconut or this case. I'm pretty sure these are the flakes, right? These are flakes?
No, the coconut.
No, they're coconut, right. So we've got the flakes, the coconut in the bowl, and you are doing an excellent job. We can probably do a couple more handfuls, I think.
That was 3.
That was 3? Okay, let's go up to 6.
Yeah.
Can you count? What's that?
I think I can go up to 10.
I think we'll see. We'll see how we go. Yeah, your hand might be a different measure than the cup. And the coolest thing about this recipe too is that it's flexible. We don't need exactly 6 cups if you've only got 5. If you want to do 7 and stretch them to make more nests, that's absolutely okay. So the first step is going to be to preheat the oven. And we only want the oven on low, so we're going to start out at about 120 degrees Celsius. It actually needs to cook for about 1 hour and 20 in order to kind of dry them up. So do you want to help me preheat the oven, or do you want me to do that while you finish the coconut?
You do that.
I'll do that. Okay, I'll be back. So nothing too hard here. We're just going to set that on a low temperature. And again, we just want to make sure we're cooking the meringues at about the middle of the oven. And again, they're going to have to sit there for about 1 hour and a half. So it's not ideal, but this is how we do meringues because we want to let them dry out very well and become a little bit crispy on the outside. You are doing such a good job at that. Look at that. Look at that. And the decorations on the bench top, very beautiful. Okay, should we get started with the rest of the recipe?
6.
Was that 6?
Yep.
Okay. We might need to go to 10. Can you count to 10?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So we're going to eyeball this one at about 6 cups. You are doing such a good job. While she's doing that, if you guys can get out your machine, we're going to be whisking up the aquafaba in. So you could be using the hand mixer with the beaters. You could be using this machine with the butterfly wand, or you might have another machine that's got a special device in it specifically for whisking and frothing up a meringue or a bunch of eggs. Okay, so in this case, I'm going to be using the Thermomix for this because it's going to do both the milling of my sugar, because I'm going to be using the organic raw sugar. Okay, and Grace is going to help me measure this in. Sure. So we might start out with that. And I was just observing.
That was 10.
Was that 10?
Yeah.
I think that looks about right, actually. You've done very well. Can we close up that coconut jar for now?
Yep.
Okay. You're pretty good at that.
Yeah.
Good job. Just watch your fingers. There we go. And then we push that one down. Good stuff. Okay, so if you haven't already got your 6 cups of coconut measured out, we can do that and put that aside. Okay, can I put this to the side now because we're going to measure in here?
Sure.
You ready? All right. So yes, you can tell I don't use this stuff much because I don't even have a special jar for it. So this is just organic raw sugar. And if you don't already have it in the milled form, we just need to blitz it up really, really, really fine. So if you've got a coffee grinder or you've got a bullet blender, anything that's got kind of the milling blade on it, and we're going to measure. So do you want to hold the cup or do you want to pour?
I'll just pour.
You pour, okay. So now, if you like a little bit of a sweeter meringue, because if you're used to kind of a traditional meringue, you're going to want to probably put a 1/2 cup of sugar in this instead of the 1/3 of a cup that I call for. So you're going to do that one? Okay, so how about you hold and I'll pour? Or you want to pour? Okay, I'll hold it. Got it? Good job.
I just stand on 1 foot to do it.
You have to stand, sorry?
On 1 foot.
On 1 foot. Ah. There we go.
How
So
much was that?
that's 1/3 of a cup.
I hope.
That's all we need. Okay. Should we put that in the machine? Do you know how to use the machine? No? I think you do.
Yeah, I can.
You can turn it on? Okay. Let's put the lid on.
I can just do it.
Okay. I'll bring that a little bit closer to you. How about that?
I'll hold it up.
There we go. Good job. Yes, like that. Put that one on. Okay, and now we're going to blitz it up. So we're going to crank it all the way up to 10. That's all right. You just got to turn the dial this way. Okay, so let's other way. We've got to tile it this way. We're going to go all the way to 10 just so we can blitz it up. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Is it loud? Look at all this steam.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to push the button? There we go. Okay, now we're going to let that just kind of steam away. Oh, look there. We got it ready to go. Can you smell it? It smells pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to put that into a bowl. I need to get a bowl. 1 sec. What's your favorite food, Grace?
Carrot.
Carrots.
And strawberries.
And strawberries.
And
Yum.
coconut.
And what else?
Coconut.
Coconut, yes.
And coconut drink.
Coconut drink, as in like coconut water?
Yep.
Yes. And what's your favorite food to make in the kitchen with Mummy?
Cake.
Cake. What kind of cake?
Carrot cake.
Carrot cake. Look at you go.
Look at that.
So this is like our own icing sugar,
Yeah.
but it's organic.
Ooh, look at that.
How's everyone going in the kitchen? I want to hear what you guys are doing for Easter. Who's into this with us? Look at all that powdered sugar.
I'll do that.
What a treat. We never get to have this stuff, do we?
No.
Can you get in there? Yeah. Oh, careful, gentle. Good job. Okay, so we're just going to transfer the sugar out into another bowl so that we can make room for the meringue, because we're going to use the same machine in this case to make our nice fluffy meringue. Do you want to hand with me for me to scrape that?
Yep.
Okay.
This is not there.
There we go.
This is not there.
You are pretty good at that though. Okay, we do want to separate this into another bowl because when we put it into the meringue, we're going to have to scoop it in like 1 spoonful at a time. Look, you're covered in it. It's going to get pretty messy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, last little bit, and then we'll get on to making the meringue. And I'm going to need you to help me pour the juice into the machine, okay?
Yay.
Can you give that a tap, tap, tap? Very good.
Flour.
It looks like flour, doesn't it?
That's the flour.
Oh, good job. That's a good shape. Okay, so let's put this one aside. We're going to keep going. Okay, and we need 1 tins of these. Do you remember what those are called?
No.
Chickpeas.
Chicken peas. I want
Chicken
them.
peas. Okay, so I'm going to open the tin. Here's the trick. Instead of having to get out a strainer and use extra dishes, we're only going to open it enough so that the chickpeas can't come out, but all the juice can. So I'm just cracking it a little bit, and then Grace is going to help us pour all of that into the machine. And we're not going to open it anymore. I'm just going to get you to hold the can and tip it in. And we got to let it drain. Okay? So we've got to wait until all that liquid drains out. You might have to give a little shake, shake. Okay, so aquafaba into the machine. You've got to make sure we put in your blender tool, which in this case is going to be the butterfly, because we want to whisk it up. Okay, and if you've got whisking blades, still dripping, let's give a little shake, shake, shake. There we go. We want all the juice from the tin. It should be about 2/3 of a cup. Okay, this stuff is magic. This stuff will replace egg whites in so many different recipes and things. Okay, and literally it's just the juice from the chickpea tin. So it's kind of funny. Normally people will drain away the juice as the waste product and then just eat the chickpeas, but we're kind of doing the opposite. We need to figure out what we're going to do with the chickpeas. Do you like them on their own?
Yeah.
Do you ever have them in your lunch like that?
Yeah.
Do you want one now?
I'm eating them.
Cheers.
Yeah, I'm going to eat.
They are, aren't they? Okay, let's put the butterfly in.
A butterfly.
Oh, this butterfly. Isn't it funny that it's called a butterfly? Okay, now can you measure this for me, please?
Yeah.
We're going to need 1/2 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. Now the trick with this, you can use lemon if you don't have any apple cider vinegar, but we need some acid essentially to make this meringue work. So, Miss Grace, do you want to hold the spoon for me over here? Please, so I can pour into it. Hold it nice and flat over the bowl. Good job. Ooh, and then tip it in. Good job.
Was that lemon?
That was vinegar.
Vinegar?
Vinegar, yes.
I didn't like eating vinegar.
Well, in this case, we're not going to actually taste it. We just need to put it in there. Okay, now you need to be very careful. Turn up till it says 4.
Can you do it?
It's not going to be loud.
Can you do
See,
it?
that's as loud as it's going to get. So we're going to go up till that says 4. Do you remember the number 4?
Yeah.
Other way? Yeah, one more. Is that loud?
The chair.
There, that's as far as it's going to go. Is that good? Good job. Okay, and we'll clean this guy up.
Yeah, I'll help.
You help? You do the wiping? Thank you. Now you've got a little bit of creative license over what kind of flavor of meringue nest that you want to make. So some ideas could be rose water. And if you want to get a hold of some rose water, it'd be kind of like having a lamington. Sorry, not a lamington, a Turkish delight. That would be the rose flavor. A little bit of vanilla. I don't know what little Miss Grace is going to feel like today. Do you think we could try making orange ones?
Yep.
Orange? Yeah? Okay. Guess that solves that. You could also try almond essence with vanilla. You can get as creative as you want. I suppose you could even do peppermint ones if you wanted for Christmas. Look at this good little cleaner. Hi Sharon, welcome. Hello Mandy, thank you for joining us. You are awesome at that. Gonna wipe the machine too. Okay, so we want this to whisk away for about 2 minutes. And you want to just take that off and show them? Take this off and you can show them what's happening. So if you can see in there, we're starting to get the nice fluffy foam. It's all puffing up. Isn't that incredible?
How does it smell?
How does it smell? What do you think?
It smells like lemon.
Like lemon?
Yeah.
Cool, that's pretty magic. We didn't put any lemon in, did we?
I'm finished.
You're finished?
I was thinking it was from here.
Oh, good idea.
I think it was
Good idea. You got it all on your own, girl. Good job. Okay, so we're going to let that beat away, and then we're going to need to put in some xanthan gum. And I think I might get little Miss Grace to help me with this one as well. So we're going to need 1/4 teaspoon. I will turn that off for this moment. But everything... Oh, you were going to. I'm going to need you to start it again for me. There we go. Okay. So now the trick is we're going to leave the machine running, and we're going to put our xanthan gum in.
Ooh.
Then we're going to put our sugar in.
Ooh.
And then we're going to put our little bits of flavor in, whatever we want to use. Now, obviously, when I say flavor, I'm not talking the flavor like we get in packaged products. We're talking good quality, true essences of flavor. It's kind of like water. This one's called orange water.
Is that the water?
This is rose water. Do you think you like the taste of rose?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to get you to help me scoop in a little bit of this guy. Okay.
Which one? The big one or
The littlest one.
the little?
Good. Okay. So we want a full scoop,
Full scoop.
and then we want to level it off. So you hold it there. And I'm just going to level it off. There we go. Okay. Now we don't put it all in at once. Okay, so I'm going to, that's all right. So I'm going to show you how to put it in, okay? So we're going to just sprinkle it in. So I just want you to tap it. Tap, 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 tap. Good job. Look at you go. And you're going to hear it change because it's thickening up. And then tap, tap, tap.
Which one do you want to use for this one? The biggest?
Sure.
The
biggest one.
The big.
Okay, I'll move it over so you can
There you go.
hold on to it. Good job. And that one you can just dump in. Good job. I think we have a little chef here in the making. How's everyone else going? Is anyone cooking this at the same time as us? Or are you guys just watching and being lovingly entertained like I am right now? You are so good at that. I think you might have done this before.
No, I haven't.
No?
I was a bit nervous before.
Were you? Well, you're doing such a good job. Did you have to practice at home so you wouldn't be nervous?
Nah, I didn't practice.
Didn't practice?
I didn't need to practice.
You're just a natural, are you?
Yeah, because I have a kitchen at home, a toy kitchen.
Oh, a toy kitchen.
Yeah, 10 food.
And what do you make in your pretend kitchen?
Spaghetti bolognese.
Spaghetti bolognese. Oh my goodness.
But I don't have warm things.
You don't have warm things?
Yeah, I think I can do the worst things is my hands being so full. I just have to wash my hands.
Okay, sure.
And I'll tell wipe it.
All right, so there we have it. Now we're just going to hit pause on that because I think we've got a big air bubble down the bottom. So we're going to have to just scrape that down a little bit. And you guys let me know how you're going out there. Grace is doing such a good job. Look.
Dad's gonna pick me up soon.
You think so? Yeah. I don't know. I think they might leave you here with me. How does that look, hey? So I think we've got a pretty big air bubble. So let's get rid of that. Yep, there's a big air bubble down the bottom. We're going to scrape this down and we've got to continue blending it in. It is gooey. It looks like marshmallow, doesn't it?
Yeah. When Mum puts it on a
What does she put it on?
fork
Yeah?
and
Can
she
you hold
puts
that?
on fire and then she makes it into fire.
Oh, like roasting marshmallows.
Yep.
Does Mommy accidentally turn it into fire, does she?
Yeah.
Then what happens? Do you do another one?
Then I eat it.
Then you eat it.
But first I boil it.
Oh, not that far. There we go. Okay, that's probably mixed. Oh, but now we need to put in some flavor. So a little bit of this guy.
Can I dip it in?
Okay, well, we're going to measure it out. So let's measure out that one. Just a little guy. A little bit of a quarter of a teaspoon. Sounds good. Okay, hold it still. There. Good job.
What am I going to do the rose one?
Oh, well, we can add some rose to that too if you want. Do you want to add rose?
Yeah.
Another one? Go ahead. There we go. We've got rose as well.
Really smell it.
Does it smell good?
How smell it?
Oh my gosh, that smells so good.
It smells like Anna and Elsa.
Smells like Anna and Elsa. How does it smell like Anna and Elsa?
I just want to try and make it.
I think everything smells like Anna and Elsa. There we go. How does that look? Okay.
What?
We're nearly there.
Next what? Can I put it in?
Yes. Okay, so we're going to go the other way. So I'm going to put this into there and then you're going to mix. How does that sound?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's your mixing spoon. And I'm going to put all of this into here.
Yep. Good.
Look at that.
Ah, it's a big blob of jelly. Whatever it is.
Can you believe we made this without any eggs in it? I mean, you probably have no reference of that, but I think it's pretty cool.
Oh, look at it.
Isn't that awesome?
I did do this last week. Come on. I thought we didn't want to make this.
You didn't want to make it?
I thought we were just making pink.
Pink?
Yeah.
Were you?
Yeah. I can make pink last week.
Okay, so guys, now the trick is with your meringue.
Stuck.
That's all right, just keep mixing. Careful not to flick it too much. Hold the bowl with one hand and mix with the other. Good job. You are doing such a good job. So guys, as far as, I guess, cooking in the kitchen with kidlets, I would love you to be able to do this more, especially even if you need to borrow kids to do it. It's definitely such a positive experience for them to have at this age, okay? The number of people that I meet every single day in my work that have had bad experiences as a child, maybe they've been shooed out of the kitchen because they're afraid of, or they've been told they make too much mess, or, you know, it's just been too much work for the parents. I promise you it's every second person, if not more than that. So please, if you do have kids, if you do have grandchildren, get them in the kitchen doing whatever you possibly can so that you can, I guess, help them have a really positive experience with food, and ideally whole foods. Now, this is maybe a bit of a stretch on the whole food thing, seeing as we're using sugar, but it's definitely a step in the right direction, especially if it means that your Easter is going to be a lot less packaged. Isn't it sticky? It's perfect because it's exactly what we want to make in order to make the nest stand. Do you know? Because how else would we hold the nest together? How do you think the birds get their nests to hold together?
With sticks.
With sticks, but how do they make them sticky? Like how do they make them all sit together? Do they weave the sticks together?
Yes.
What else would they maybe use to make them sticky?
Glue.
Glue? Where would the birds get the glue?
From the trees.
From the trees. Well, actually, maybe.
It will be nectar.
I think they also use their saliva, some birds, that makes it sticky. All right, I'm going to stop being so waste preventing there and put that down. Okay. As long as you've got a good spatula, you'll get the rest of this meringue out.
You want me to do this?
You are doing such a good job. You definitely keep mixing that one.
No, I was putting it.
So how do you guys go in the kitchen? Does anyone have any questions about, you know, what holds you back from getting the kids in the kitchen? And if some of you say it's because of mess, then I don't know if you noticed, but I'm using a specifically oversized bowl for this exercise so that, you know, Grace has a lot of room in order to be able to mix freely and not make as much of a mess. So having a big bowl is a way to facilitate it. Definitely getting them up on a stool so they can be at the right level. Do you want some more? Can you use all this stuff from the edge?
Yeah.
That's all right. Just let your fingers be sticky. We can wash them after. That's the fun bit.
Yeah.
If you lick it, what does it taste like?
Chocolate?
Does it? What did we put in for flavor?
Rose?
Rose. Does it taste like rose?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's tangy.
Okay, so good question, Shannon. What does the guar gum or the xanthan gum do? Okay, so that's going to stabilize this meringue. Now, the magical thing about a meringue is that we have to capture the air bubbles into the protein. So in the case of egg, that's a high protein substance. Same goes with the aquafaba. It's a really high protein liquid, which is why we can do this. So we put the acid in and then the xanthan gum to act as a stabilizer so that it doesn't all just flatten as soon as we add anything else with it. So that it's kind of the secret ingredient that's going to make you have a proper meringue that's going to, I guess, hold up. So that's a great question. Thank you for asking that. Okay, and I know it's just a tiny little bit, but it does make a huge difference in a meringue. So we've got this nice light and fluffy stuff that's going to make our nest. Are you ready to form the nests?
I need to wash my hands.
Okay, good idea.
I can walk.
There we go. So now just a baking tray with some baking paper, and then we're going to form the nests on there and carve our little holes into the nest so that the birds have something to put their eggs in. What do you think?
What chocolate eggs? The one you were talking about before?
The ones I was talking about before, maybe.
I was pointing.
Are you ready to come make nests with me?
I just need to try to eat.
Have you got it? Okay, now the other thing you might want to do and get ready for in the oven is if, like me, you've got some extra tins of chickpeas that you're not going to necessarily make hummus with, the other option you could do is put the chickpeas just flat on a tray as well, kind of like this. Maybe Grace can do this for us.
I did them both.
Do them both? Oh, thank you. You're such a good help in the kitchen. So just pour those on there. Good job. Shake it out. And let's do the other one I had too.
There you go.
Good job.
I put it on a big pile.
So when we dry the chickpeas in the oven, they can become crispy. And because oven's going to be on for about 1:20 at a low temperature, they're going to be nice and crunchy, nice and crispy. So that's how I like them. Then they can go on salads.
I love it when they're crispy.
You like the crispy ones?
I love it when they're wet too.
When they're wet?
Yeah. I have a juice in my in there.
We did have a bit of juice left in there. Hopefully that'll be okay. We'll dry it out. Okay, next up. Do you want to just wipe your hands on here?
Yeah.
Good job. Actually, we could probably pop them in now.
Juicy stuff.
Juicy? Here, just dry them off.
That's fine. I might want to wash them soon.
Okay. All right. So now if I were to put the nests on there, can you help shape them?
I can do it.
You can do it?
I can do it.
Okay. So I'll show you what we're going to do.
I'll put that on. Sure.
Yeah?
I do it all by myself.
All by yourself? You want to do one by yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. So then we're going to use...
by myself.
Oh, all right. You got it? You're all over that.
It's tricky.
I think you'll get it. Do you want another hand? There you go. Good job. Good job. Oh, careful. I'll show you how we're going to make the nests after. So we just need to make some piles.
I'll get one.
Okay, so we're just going to start off by making some piles.
I can't get a big one.
You want a big one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a big one. Over here, over here. Good job. Yeah, that's a huge nest. Is that one going to be your nest?
Yep.
Can you reach over there?
Oh,
That's okay.
Coconut.
Just wipe it on the edge of the bowl there. Okay, one more big one. Got it? Whoa! Where are we going to put that one? How about in the middle? So these will spread out a little bit on the tray. So we want to give ourselves a little bit of space so that we don't get nests that become one big huge slab of coconut. Oh, you're fast. I can't keep up to you. Let's go over here. Big one. Okay, so now we need to try and make the nest the same size. So let's try. Now you need to wash your hands. Okay. Nothing worse than having sticky hands, is there, Grace?
No. No way.
All right. So I'm going to embrace the stickiness. We're going to pile up some nests, and I'll show you how we're going to shape them. All right, let's add another little bit on there. Okay. How are you going over there, little miss? You good? Okay. All right.
Here I am.
Okay, you ready? So now what we're going to do is we got to put holes in the middle like a nest. So you got to use this end of the spoon.
Yep.
Okay. And you're going to poke a hole in it like this.
Yeah.
And we got to kind of spread it out from the middle. You can work on this one too if you want. Yeah. So we're going to just see. Watch what I'm doing here. See? We're going to push it out to the sides.
Yeah.
So you want to.
Maybe I'm going to finish with the spoon and maybe lick it.
You could do that. Yeah. Okay. So remember, we're going to make a shape for the nests. That's good. We just need to make it a little bit bigger because we got to be able to fit some eggs in it, right?
Yeah.
Remember?
There you go.
Okay, so the trick is to not go all the way down to the bottom because otherwise we end up with a donut, right? So we just want to add, we just want to make the hole as deep as we can while still leaving some coconut down the bottom. So we still want a layer of coconut down there so that we have room to put our eggs in and so that they hold. Otherwise we're going to end up with a donut. Good job. Look at that. Okay, and we maybe need to make some more open nests. Oh, that's all right. We can close it up. Good job. Well, we need to make their piles. I think it's all in the piles.
Yeah.
Okay, we're nearly there. And then what do we get to do next?
Put the eggs in.
Yeah? What do we call that? Decorating.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to know if you guys have helpers in the kitchen, or if you will, if you're going to be making this recipe over Easter. And then what do you think, should we ask everyone what they're going to put in their nests when they decorate them? Do you want to ask them? Ask them what.
Chocolate.
You got to ask them what they want to put in.
I think you have to.
You think I have to? Okay. Well, please let me know, guys, what you want to add in. Beth, good question. Are you sure that's not Ashley's daughter? Do we look like twins? Beth thinks we look like twins.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Oh, here I was hoping that would be the case. If I could look as cute as you, I'll be very happy.
Yeah.
Yeah? Would you agree?
Mm.
Do you think we're done?
Not really.
No? What's missing?
The things like that. Chocolate.
Okay, here we go. Okay, you stay there. I'll bring it over.
Think how I help?
Yes, you're gonna help. You gotta stay there though. I gotta bring it over to you.
Well, I can carry it.
I'm gonna put this into the oven.
Well, I can carry those.
You can carry those? All right. Okay, so we're gonna let that bake. Set the timer now for about 1 hour and 20 minutes. If ideally you have, I guess, a digital oven that's going to show you that you are for sure at about 120, you could go even as high as 140. So don't worry if you don't have an exact thermometer in your oven, but we definitely want to set the timer so that you can kind of set it, forget it, about 1 hour and 20. You can check it. Everyone kind of, I find, likes their meringue in a different way. So some people like it really quite dry and crispy. Others like it a little bit soft in the middle. So you definitely have flexibility at that oven temperature. That's going to give you a lot more room to work. And because of the time frame, it's also going to let the coconut become a little bit toasty on the inside too, as we will show you now. You ready, Grace?
Yep.
Do you remember?
We made these last week.
This morning. I made more.
Yourself?
Yes. So what do we say? Ta-da! Ta-da! Okay, let's get decorating. Now, did you ask everyone what they want to put on it? Because we don't know yet what they want to put. Oh, look. Shannon says that little Lucy wants to use little chocolate bits.
Wow.
Do we have any of those? I think we do. I think that's what these are. But should we melt them? I think I want to melt them and...
I think I want to just sprinkle them on like this.
Like that? How does it go? Okay, that's cool. What else then?
Maybe some of those eggs and maybe those.
What are these called again?
These are the nuts I have done today.
What are they called?
Almond nuts.
Close. They start with macadamia. What do they look like?
Nuts.
Set myself up for that one. All right. I think they look a little bit like Easter eggs too, don't they?
Yeah.
They're pretty round.
These are the eggs I have today.
Okay, well, this one is definitely yours to decorate. So you tell me exactly what you want to put in there to decorate it.
This in the middle.
That in the middle?
And maybe some of these.
Okay.
Maybe 2.
What else?
Maybe 3. I got 3. So I'm going to put 1, 2, 3.
Beautiful.
Maybe all around.
So you can get as creative as you like. We've been having fun, as she said last week, playing with different fruit fillings, so strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, anything you can think of in that respect. Counting is a really good exercise to do here, getting our colors right. You can even get some little, I don't know if they're technically organic. I think they are. Little organic kind of Smartie things. They're sort of Smartie-like. We've had a little bit of chocolate come in contact with those ones, but so we can put some colors on for the Smarties. Does that look good? That's very cute. Does it look like a nest?
I think I need some of these.
Some of these ones? Which color?
Green.
Beautiful. Okay, and then you can use these ones if you'd like to.
I might want to open this one.
Oh, but then it won't be green. Do you want one that's just chocolate colored?
Yeah.
Did you guys catch that? That was a good little eye. Can you use the green one? Good job. Okay, I'll bring over some more nuts for you to use. So I was going to make some melted chocolate, but I don't know if we're going to need to because she's pretty happy with the chocolate bits. Otherwise, if you were going to do some melted chocolate, I'll just give you the lowdown. It's pretty simple. So you're just going to need to get some dark chocolate of some kind. Well, ideally it's dark chocolate, otherwise it's going to be full of even more sugar. And then we just need to set up a double boiler arrangement. So I only have maybe 1 centimeter of water down the bottom of here. We do not need much at all, and this way it's going to be faster to heat up. Then we need a heat-safe bowl. So it has to be a Pyrex bowl, right? Otherwise it might crack. So a nice bowl, we want to try and get a really good seal around the pot. Okay, and then we're just going to put that onto the heat with our little chocolate drops or any chocolate chunks that you've got melting in this bowl. So with chocolate, it can burn really easily, so we don't want to have it directly in the heat in the saucepan. So definitely want to put the chocolate in here, let it melt nice and slowly. And then at that point, we could either put the melted chocolate into a little snack Ziploc bag, and just clip just the tiniest little bit of the corner off of a snack bag, and then that can act as your little piping bag. Or, oh, look at that one. That's a loaded nest. Do you want to decorate this one too?
Yeah.
Okay. Or you might have one of these lying around, which I bought one day and haven't used yet, but I think it would work really well for this environment. So basically you'd put the chocolate in there and then we could let it come out nice and slowly with this, and then we can decorate it as fancily as you'd like for your Easter celebrations. But I think we have a pretty good activity here for the little ones over Easter. I don't know about you guys. And look, if you didn't want to do this over Easter and you're watching it at a totally different time of year, there's many other applications. So you don't have to shape it in this shape. We could do balls, we could do regular meringue shapes, I guess little domes. You could even just do strips and kind of make it a decorative, I guess, form of like a meringue breadstick. I mean, at this point you saw how easy they were to shape in their shapes, and they're only going to flatten just slightly as they dry. So that's, I guess, the meringue nest. Now, do you think we should actually taste one so we can tell everyone what they taste like? Yes? What do you think? I think that's pretty beautiful.
I think I might.
What does it need? I think we need one with more color.
Some more of these chocolates.
Good idea.
And I might
Let's put those in these ones. What do you think?
There you go. What do you think of that one?
Oh, that is beautiful. A work of art. Oh, what about this? That looks like it'd be like a good bed for the birdies' eggs. Can you put the bed down first so the birdies can put their eggs in there?
There you go.
Okay, there we go.
It smells great.
Doesn't it smell good? What about some almonds? Would you like almonds?
Yep.
Okay.
Much higher like those.
So the sky's the limit is the point here. I mean, you do not have to go out and purchase the lesser, full of wax, super full of sugar Easter eggs. Hopefully this is another opportunity and another alternative for your Easter. And what we've planned to do with our other little nieces and nephews is going to be to wrap these up and do a little bit of an Easter hunt with them. So I'm going to put little clues around the place, and they each get to have a little meringue nest, and we'll see how that goes over. Okay, but I think we need to have a taste because we need to see what these are like, and we need to be able to tell people so that they know. Which one do we eat? Which one do we eat? Should we try this one? Because these ones are really pretty. I don't want to wreck them.
Yeah.
Yeah? So it's kind of like a little donut. A little bit sticky and a little bit crunchy at the same time. Is that cool? You want to have a taste? Let's have a bite together. What does that taste like?
Coconut.
Coconut? I think it tastes like marshmallow too, do you?
Yeah.
Marshmallow? You happy with that? Did we do well? High five. Thanks for coming to cook with me and Grace. We'll see you guys next time on Cook With Me. Have fun. Happy Easter. Wave. Goodbye. Say thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.